said.
Ooh, welcome back. Another boxing talk live with P2D Boxing. You already know.
Back at it, man.
Uh, we're gonna get into the Stan Jonas and Boots fight. Not really get into it, like breaking it down. Just get into the event, really. And, one of my first surprise things was I actually thought that they could have put this fight in a bigger, like a bigger place. You know, they fighting at the, I believe, like the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. And I just felt like I said, Stan Jonas and Boots. I feel like they definitely could have fought in like Vegas or Philly. It's just something a little bigger. You know, he fought Villa there, which was
Oh yeah, yeah. I know you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
which is a like I said, it was a great event. You know, it feel like I believe it filled up like I don't know like 68,000 some shit like that. But I just thought Stan Jonas and Boots. I definitely thought because Keyshawn Davis just filled up like 10,000 his homecoming. So I definitely thought if he could do that, a Boost and Stan Jonas unification fight could definitely be in a bigger place. Was you surprised it was only at, like I said, Boardwalk Hall, Atlantic City?
I didn't even know how much it held for real. Like the capacity for it. But now that you say, 6 to 8 thousand, I'm actually gonna look it up. So, uh, I mean, yeah. I mean, how well did he do when he was at the Wells Fargo? You remember?
Uh, I'm not sure, but I know everybody was talking about it. I know he did well, just because I don't remember the number, but I remember like everybody speaking on it, speaking on the atmosphere, and I know he did well, especially the first time, especially his homecoming. Obviously, the second fight, he fighting somebody in the Philly that we don't want to see him fight. He already fought him, so that probably didn't do as good as the homecoming. But I know the homecoming definitely, like I said, his first fight against David Ajanesian definitely did a thing.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just curious. Oh, it says see 14,770.
And the Sixers draw.
No, the Boardwalk Hall.
Oh damn, that's a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know that shit.
Yeah, it's a yeah 14,770. Yeah.
I definitely thought they'd have did that. But I guess you try to keep it close.
Make it, and then on TV it's gonna look good too. People filled it
Yeah.
up.
But I'd have definitely wanted to fight in Vegas though, if I
Yeah,
was B
that.
Sanders.
But I guess it's it's close to the crib. As people can come.
How you
Maybe
view
that
this
had
fight?
something to do with it.
Do you view Stan Yoden as the second best at the weight class or no?
Uh, it's between him and Brian Norman. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's had the belt a lot longer. He just haven't been too active because obviously the shit with Virgil fell through like 4 times. He just haven't been active. As far as talent goes, yeah. Um, I think Brian Norman is right there too. You know what I mean? He obviously got to make some noise with the belt. He ain't defended it yet. He actually about to defend it for the first time this weekend, so we'll see how that play out. But as of right now, yes. I mean, again, Brian Norman haven't defended his belt yet. Stayona's been champion for a little minute. He just had some bad luck, but yeah, I definitely could see him second in the weight class for sure out of the guys that's there. Barrios, his last performance, man, you know what I mean, kind of threw me for a loop, man. Um, he kind of dropped for me in that aspect. So yeah, I could definitely see Stan Jonas as number
Shit,
two.
his ass dropped for you with the fight too.
Literally in the fight too, shit. And then you
And it was
said,
a runaway too. That was a comeback. Like he did start off like whooping Abel. It was looking like a 10-2, 9-3, 11-1 type of win the first 4 or 5 rounds, but Abel just found something from 7 to 12, I guess.
I was able to make that shit tough for
Thank you.
Mario.
Yeah, and it
And,
was a draw. It was basically like it was almost like the Lamont Roach drawing where
yeah,
it was very, very close, could have went either way, but you definitely know that Lamont Roach definitely controlled that back half. If you definitely controlled that back half, and that's how Abel Ramos was. It could have went either way, but you definitely know he controlled that 7 to 12. Not
Right.
saying he won every round. Not saying Matt Roach won every round 7-12, but they had better moments from 7-12 than their opponent.
And man, I feel like I don't know. Yeah, Mario kind of threw me off for a loop there, man. But people was, I mean, he probably wasn't expecting much out of Abel.
He wasn't.
Yeah,
I
you
see
know,
everybody
man.
human.
Shit.
Everybody human at the end of the day. Uh, then you got the press conference. The tie-break press conference was held today.
Mm-mm.
Obviously, you got Brian Norman Jr. About to defend his belt for the first time Saturday. You got the rematch between Michaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan. Sandy Ryan, right? That's her name.
Yeah.
Sandy Ryan. You got a top prospect on there who I think going to be the 2026 prospect of the year. Possibly could be 25, but I just don't think they give it out too early. Even that Dula Mason and Vargas didn't win it their first year as a pro. But I definitely got him winning the 2026 Emmanuel chance. Remember, you heard it here first a year later, a year before. He gonna be top ranked 2026 prospect of the year. Then you got the return of some people that Tiger Johnson. I ain't seen him in the ring in a minute.
Oh
His fight
wow.
got
Canceled the
canceled,
last one. Yeah.
so he had to wait another month, another 30, 40 days to get back in there. And then we didn't see him about 3, 4 months before that. So I'm excited to see him get back in there, see if he develop. Always excited to see Coach Prentice Brewer in the corner, see what he got to say. Who
And
else? You got
who?
Emiliano back on
Emiliano,
there.
Bruce Carrington.
Bruce Carrington as the co-main event. Oh no, I lied. It's the third fight. My fault. Brian Norman, the co-main event.
Yeah, yeah.
Bruce Carrington back on there. Yeah, that's a stack card.
It's
I
that
mean, a lot
card,
of
though. That's
the
just gonna be
future of
fire.
boxing at least supposed to be on that card. I mean, that's what we assuming at least.
Right. So somebody prove otherwise, and then shit, you got Abdullah, who also with the same stable and fighting on the fifth. So they,
So he
they
the
back to back.
and we're right. And a lot of them guys, like I said, we on the verge now of we watched a lot of these guys fight on TV. We on the verge of seeing them fight champ world title fights. We seen Bruce Carrington at 0-0. We seen Tiger Johnson. We seen Palenko at Dula Vargas. And over the next 24 months, damn near everybody said I expect to be in the world title fight. If not, like I said, if not the next 12 months, that's for the next 24. So they are reaching that stage where we about to find out if they as good as we think they are. So,
Real shit.
over the next 24 to 36 months, like I said, these guys gonna be in there and we're gonna see they're gonna be fighting real guys and we're gonna see, like I said, was they as good as we thought they was this whole time.
No facts, especially guys like you said, the Bruce Carringtons, Emilianos, Abdullahs. We about to find out real soon. You know what I mean?
Yep, I think all three of them. Everybody say I think they'll be fighting for a world title the next 24 to 36 months. Mind you, in my head, they're gonna win every fight. So if you lose, you ain't gonna fight for a title in the next 24 to 36 months. But in my head, if everybody stay on the track, stay on the winning track, they should be fighting for a title. Especially I expect Abdullah to fight for a title in 2026. I expect Bruce Carrington to fight for a title at the end of this year. Emiliano, I expect him to fight for a world title around 2026 or 27. Same with Tiger Johnson. I expect him to fight for a title at 26 or 27, most likely late 2027. I expect Troy Isley to fight for a title next year. He told me himself that him and his
That's
team
pretty much
said three more
good.
fights, and that was a fight ago. He didn't fought since he said that. So another 2 fights, they feel like they ready for a Diamonds or Johnny Beck or whoever it is. So yeah, we about to find out if these guys are the truth or they were just good prospects and good contenders.
No, real shit. So, no, it's gonna be an exciting next couple of years, man, to see how it all play out, man. All these guys is tough, man. Tomorrow one of them cards, I'm just expecting a blowout, man. I'm expecting all favorites to get the dub, except for that main event. That main event. That main event gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough one. That's one of them ones like you just excited for like a Serrano Katie Taylor. You just know it's gonna be a banger after seeing that first one.
Yep. I said those two high level girls, man. It's like not too many girls fight at that level. Uh, not too many girls ever fight at that level. It's just the new wave of females, man. They just can really fight. They can fight different than the old wave. The old wave can fight too, but Just like the male boxing, they was just ahead of their time, so the competition really only could show you but so much. But yeah, the females they doing their thing, man. They doing their thing. Speaking of females, we never got into the Carissa Shields situation. She had got caught for weed, and then mind you, I believed her though. She said she didn't do it. Then she got cleared, obviously. But I always say that to you. You gonna get caught, they be gonna do it again. Then they either gonna say you did it or you gonna get cleared. It always go the same way. But I believe her though. Uh, what was your whole take on that situation though? Like I said, they try to say she popped for the weed.
Yeah, man, that was after the fight too. I mean, I'm like, man, if y'all get the fuck out of here.
If anything, that's worse. You should let nobody fucking say, yeah, high and punch on you. That's
I
it
about to
worse.
say you. I about to say this is a weed is not like a upper. It's like a calm or it don't really get you excited or more strength.
Yeah,
Anything
I'm
you gonna be
about.
slouchy and slays more
Yeah, I'm
lazy.
about to say that. Like, if
So
anything,
that just whole thing, man. I'm like, okay, then they trying to get her, man. She just trying to do. They on some bullshit. They had said that about another fighter too on her car. That was on her car that he had some weed in his system too. They both got cleared at the same time. And I'm like, man, they just on some bullshit. I don't even know what that, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It's one of them things. Like again, they probably just gonna clear after the next. They gonna run the test again, and it's gonna be good. Y'all be on some
yeah,
bullshit.
where second time,
And then
it's
what was y'all
crazy
gonna do if
because
it was positive? Y'all gonna try to take the win because of some weed? Like, what was y'all gonna do?
you wanna know what's crazy? The first drug test never matters anyway. We only gonna believe the second one. I that's how I go for every single. They're gonna get caught. They're gonna get popped. They're gonna do it again. If it come back like no, we did it again. It actually was clear. We're gonna be like, all right, cool. They're like, we did it again, and it's just still positive. Then we're gonna be like, oh yeah, you really did it. So we're not even gonna believe the first one any fucking way. We're gonna believe the second one. That's the only one we're gonna believe. Even when they come back for a third or fourth, we only gonna believe the second one.
Duh. Because now it's like when you get to 3 and 4, it's like, why they doing it that many times, man? You
Yeah,
must be
so it's like,
dirty, man. What you
so they gonna keep doing it till you clear. Like
right? You must be dirty, man.
that's why I think Ryan did it because Ryan did it a couple. Ryan did it for Ryan a couple times. That nigga kept popping. Like, bro, you was on something. He, you got drug tests like 3, 4 times. Like, I do think it's spiced up, and I do think you still supposed to win. Like, even to be honest with you, like I ain't never fight no nigga on steroids. So mind you, I'm speaking from opinion base or whatever he was on. But I don't think he was on steroids. I do think he was on something, but I don't think he was on steroids. But let's just say he was on steroids. If you that great, you still supposed to beat him. Mind you, I never fought a nigga on steroids, so this is just my opinion. And I just feel like if you as good as you say you was still supposed to beat him.
I
I
mean,
think if that was Tank and he was on steroids, I think Tank's still gonna beat him. So it's just like it's just certain people I still believe like going into the fight, I still would pick this person. So it's like, but Ryan is already a hard hitter, so you could be talking about. And the crazy part that clear a lot of drug tests is it's never a soft puncher who get popped for steroids.
it's always a
That's the
power
reason.
puncher,
That's
nigga.
the reason why they get away with it a lot because you always got the gateway of saying, bro. So all these knockouts right here was I was on that for all these knockouts. You always got that case for you. That shit gonna be your biggest argument. It's always the Shane Mosleys and fucking James Tonys and people who already punch on niggas and put niggas down already known as all time big punchers.
Man, they
And
say
it's like
Manny Pacquiao. They be saying Manny
Pacquiao
Pacquiao.
already a great puncher. They try to put it on Better Beef and this is just rumors though. Them two, the other ones really got caught. Well, Pacquiao rumor too, but Tony, Shane Mosley and Ryan, these people that got caught. Uh, so they got caught. Like I said, the other three that's just rumors, but the first three they got caught. So it's like y'all was on. Remember Shane Mosley? He went to Corey, got suspended.
Mm-hmm.
His son actually got caught as well and got suspended as well. And I ain't gonna lie, when your son did it, I was like, oh, you definitely did it. And they don't even know that that just make you look bad. Because when you did it and then your son popped, we're gonna just double back on you like, oh, all right, you definitely did it. This shit running the
Yeah,
family.
you teaching your son this is the ropes and shit.
See, oh bullshit. That's how it's gonna look. but it's never a soft. It's never a nigga that's fucking 35-1 with 8 knockouts that get called for it. Niggas be 36-2 with 30 knockouts
Man,
already, and
putting
they
niggas down.
already 30 knockouts, and they getting caught with it. So it's like that. Their biggest argument is Ryan. Biggest argument. We know that left hook dynamite. Like we know if he wasn't on nothing and Ryan hit you that clean, Devin, you probably still
You
going down.
still going down.
And that's Ryan's biggest argument is y'all know this shit dangerous. So y'all gonna tell me he only went down because I was on Ostarine or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Y'all know if I wasn't on nothing and he let me hit him that same exact way, he was gonna go down regardless.
Regardless.
Uh,
No, no cap. That clean. The way he was hitting him, man, but all them flush shots. Yeah,
he
yeah.
got some nice right hands in there because niggas was only talking about the left hook, but he got some right hands in there too that he can be.
I was about to say the man, them was clean flush shots, man. You
Yeah.
could average puncher might put you down off them bitches. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I about to say, yeah, that's facts. That was facts. Some of them, some
That
of them.
clean, that
Yeah,
clean.
some of them was some. The first one for sure. The first one was clean. After the first and second one, anything he hit him with
This
that
is
was any type of contact, he was feeling
ooh,
that shit. The first two knockdowns was real clean on the Chin Jones. After that, he just was damaged goods. He just had to hit him a little bit clean, and he was gonna drop after that.
man.
Cause like I said, that's when the right hand started coming into play. Start hitting, dropping him with right hands, but the left hook just started everything. So that's why people don't really care about the right hand.
That's he about
'Cause
to spam that bitch with Rolly too. He about to spam that bitch on Rolly. Try to put him out. Oh my god.
And you got to, because even Devin Haney fight the raw gameplay, you still not as good as Devin Haney
No, no, I
defensively.
mean, no, I mean,
Even with
yeah.
him fighting the like, and I'm not talking about Devin Haney at his best. I'm talking about Devin Haney fighting the wrong game plan. You still probably not as good as him defensively. Even with him fighting the wrong game plan, you probably still not gonna be able to make Ryan miss. So it's
That
like,
nigga, man.
but really punching though, that's what I will
Yeah.
say. That's what he got that Devin don't have. Because when Devin was hitting him and Devin was trying to win and come back, that shit just wasn't hurting Ryan. Like who know? Because Ryan don't got no defense neither. So I really think Rolly could win. Like I said, I think it's whoever hit who first. Ryan just Ryan just a faster puncher, so I'm gonna assume he should get there first. But if Rolly hit him clean first, whoever get the first chin check, they might win the fight.
No, cause no, I mean, I see that whoever get here first can get the wobbling, man. I see a
So
motherfucker dancing already, man. Whoever get hit.
mind you, so if these 8 ounces now, Rolly had him already looking a certain way with the 16s. So if you Rolly, you like
My
when I
nigga
hit him
Ryan,
with these
my nigga
eights.
Ryan said that was 10 years ago, man.
No, it was, but that's just make it worse. He was boxing for like 2 years at that point. You still a million time. Remember, Ryan is 7-time national champion. In my head, no 7-time national champion supposed to be getting beat up by no dude around your weight that ain't been boxing for that same amount as you.
Yeah.
So it's like he still was like I said. I don't see nobody just getting off on WAP who been fighting for 2 years. It could happen. We only human, but I just don't see it. Anybody, even Marcus Luther, the guy from Philly, 24 months of fighting, and you gonna get off on
My
them
nigga
guys?
Ryan said that was that moment, man. He only human, man. He tried.
No, no, you're right. No, that's facts. Like I said, like that's facts. Only human. That's definitely facts. And like I
No,
said,
Rolly was getting on his ass though, man. Rolly was fucking him up. We gotta come on now, but
and you could, but and like I said, it can happen because you could just fight a nigga that just wanted more. He just tough. Like
yeah,
he just you like. Of course, you talented. You way more talented, but I mean, I just wanted more. I'm willing to die about this.
yeah. And I want to embarrass you in here. We know we got the cameras out. We know who you are. Like you know what I'm saying, this bitch. So I want to
Word.
embarrass you in front of everybody in the top rank of Floyd gym, wherever it was at. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that shit
saying?
was in Floyd gym.
Yeah, I
Word
want to
up.
embarrass you in the doghouse. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying
And
to
I'm
get to
Floyd
you.
fighter. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm the
come on
nigga
now.
that be around here. You a golden boy nigga. I be around here for real. I can't let a golden boy nigga just walk in, beat me
Yeah,
up,
no.
then go back to training for a regular fight. Like this was just a regular day.
See, so that I feel like that all play a part in just how he go walk into that motherfucker. Like,
Yeah. And he been in a ring with guys like I said, he a natural fighter. Rolly a natural fighter. You got some guys that's just natural fighters. Like they get in there and they not gonna look stupid. So it's like I said, some guys you really got even some of the best people in the world went in there and look stupid on their first day.
My my dog my dog Terrence Crawford said Errol Spence not a Hall of Famer.
Mm.
He said with with the shit he got now, he not getting in that
No, he definitely getting it. He's tripping.
bitch.
He's
that's
definitely getting it.
that's what my nigga Buzz say he not getting in
No,
that motherfucker,
because I
man.
can name people he not better than. No disrespect, but Errol Spencer whoop Arturo Gotti ass like all day, all week, and like he got in there. And certain, to be honest, certain people should be in there, but it depend on how it look. Like Paulie Malignaggi, his resume is nice. He a two division champion. He went up to two weight classes. Was never a big puncher. Everybody who went in the ring with hit harder than me. And he's still in a golden era, mind you. We talking about an era with Cotto in his prime, Floyd in his prime, Pacquiao in his prime, De La Hoya, Shane Mosley. We talking about a golden era of welterweights that he still found a way to become a two division champion. He just that shit just don't look pretty, and he got pillow hands. So that's what I think keep him out the Hall of Fame because his resume and to being a two division, mind you, being a two-time world champion could get you in there. Let alone if you're doing the two divisions, that's even better than just doing it. To me, in my opinion, I think you got a better chance at getting in the Hall of Fame if you win one title in two weight classes than two titles in one weight class. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but like I said, Paulie had the same resume, same record, but he ain't have seven fucking knockouts out of 33 wins. He would definitely be in there. It's just certain way how you do it. Gotti was had the same type of career, two division champion, fought some guys, never really won the big fights, but was able to be a two division champion in a golden era. But he knocked niggas out, and that's why he went in there. He got the same career as Paulie. Paulie been in there with guys. He been in there with Zab Judah, Miguel Cotto. He got robbed a lot. AB in his prime. Like he been in there with some guys.
Oh, that nigga Bud tripping. No, I said the
So
same thing.
Spence did a Spence if Spence had that same resume and he had five knockouts, then maybe. Cause like I said, it matter how you look. But that nigga used to punch on niggas. Like he getting them. He ain't tripping.
I said no, I didn't agree with that either, man. But that nigga Bud said that nigga's not in there, bro. He said that nigga didn't fight nobody.
First of all, that's crazy. Because like
He said he ain't got the accolades. He said he ain't fight nobody. He said he ain't got the accolades.
he fought a better Kell Brook than you. He fought a better Sean Porter than you. Sean, nobody on your resume would beat Sean Porter. Like nobody. I wouldn't pick a Gamboa, a Victor Postal, Ndongo. Like cut that shit out. He talking about like don't get me wrong. He great. He the best in the world right now. He my number one until Canelo beat him. He my number one pound for pound fighter in the world. But you gotta chill. Like Spence done fought people that Danny Garcia. You're not picking nobody to beat Danny Garcia that you fought. Not no little ass Gamboa, not no Ndongo that you went undisputed with. Like, bro, that undisputed run at 140 was the weakest undisputed run. Probably second. It's second to Cambosis. But to be honest, I can make an argument that beating Teofimo one time, it probably would be easier than beating Julius Ndongo, Victor Postal. And that's his way to the undisputed. Like, come on, Vic Tio will punch on Ndongo and Victor Postal. Victor Postal was actually nice. Like, I give him a little more credit than Ndongo. I actually watched him. He was actually good in his day, but he's still not fucking with no Tio. So it's like he gotta relax, talking about not fighting nobody.
That nigga.
Even the Cambosis beating Tio, like I said, like Tio will smoke everybody you fought to become undisputed. So I can make a case that even that undisputed route for Cambosis was harder. Cause who nobody picking nobody who beat that for you to beat no Teofimo Lopez.
Hell no. No, that boy, yeah, that boy Bud. That nigga said he ain't fucking with Earl in that Hall of Fame shit. He don't believe
Yeah, that's too much. He already three-time world champion. Like, what the fuck else he got to do?
it. he said he only been there he been at the same weight class his whole
I
career.
I feel like that force your hand to me. I feel like you can't keep nobody who especially at welterweight. Like it's anybody. Like I said, if you maybe it's a really no weight class. If you find a way to become a world champion, bro, on three separate occasions, even a guy like Paulie Malignaggi who not in it, if he would have found his way to find a third world title he would have forced their hand. He would have been in it, but he won two. So at that point, you could debate like a Sean Porter. He got two, so now he's just gonna look at the resume. Not everybody gonna get in there a two-time world champion, but 3 and 4 time world champion, bro. How the fuck I'm not a Hall of Famer if I found the way on 3 and 4 different occasions to become world champion? Like that's not an easy thing to do. Like if
Yeah,
you become
no,
like that's not. Come on now, he
get
found the
one of
way
them
3 times,
motherfuckers.
and he did it against the best. Like he did it against Kell Brook, Sean Porter. Who else that nigga for? Adonis Ugas.
Yeah.
Like he got to
Say my nigga Bud tripping, dog.
like, but your resume not that, brother. You gotta chill. You gotta chill, yo. You the best though. His resume underrated. I think everybody resume underrated. Everybody resume gets shitted on. All they resume underrated.
No, it's because niggas don't know a nigga. Niggas ain't not if you not a house no whole name, it be like yeah nobody basically.
Where we should who you favoring in the Sandy Ryan and Michaela Mayer joint?
Michaela Mary again. Sandy, I mean again, I think she gonna make it tough.
Where
Especially they've been talking shit too, so I think she's gonna go in there with a little edge. But I am taking Michaela Mary. I just think she's the more talented fighter overall. Uh, and Sandy Ryan, she just she one of the people I just feel like she like to fight, and she gonna just try to get it done. You know what I mean? However she got to
yeah.
get it done.
Yeah, I like
But
how she fight though. She
yeah, in fact, she's like she look good though. Like she ain't sloppy or nothing. She just like to fight. she
her downfall is when you sit down on shots like that, you're not gonna run your hands as much. So even though your shit gonna be more eye catching, it's gonna be the one having Michaela May shit going like this.
yeah
It's gonna be lows where you gonna let her outwork you, and that's why I thought she lost the first time because you looking for them eye catching like I said, you a girl, but you really sitting down on them Jones, like you really trying to knock this girl out. And for the most part, most females they just working and they being consistent. But that's her only downfall. I think she gonna land the more eye catching shots again. I just think her downfall just gonna be them little low moments where Katie found a way to be more consistent in those moments. Because I mean, Michaela found a way to be more consistent in those moments and just gonna edge it. But I still think the more eye pulling shots gonna come from Sandy Ryan,
no
just because
Sandy man.
she the heavier handed fighter.
Yeah, I was about to say she got heavy hands, man. She be swinging them
Yeah.
motherfucker.
That shit was the more eye catching even in the first fight. She had Michaela Mayer shit snapping back for real.
They was swinging them motherfucker, and they was I don't know. That was a good ass fight, man. They was in the trenches alike and a lot of
Yeah.
good inside work.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wonder who first fight,
Yeah.
and then your man's Tevin Farmer back. Tevin Farmer. I hope he get this win, man. That'd be fun. That'd be dope, man. He looked good the last time.
Yeah, for sure.
He looked good the last time, man. Zepeda, though.
I think he gotta do that Caleb Plant shit where he gotta you might gotta take it to him. Now you could box him and have moments, but you might gotta show you how nice he is on the inside, make him show you how nice he is on the inside. Only cause like I just don't think the politics just gonna let you box your way through this, John. It's just like you boxed your way through it last time, and you got a knockdown. You boxed it good. You fought him at times. Uh, like I said, I just don't think the politics just gonna let you just outbox a side guy like that and just get the fight. Uh, even if I feel he won 7 rounds, but if I'm him, like I said, maybe he got to step to him a little bit, not give up as much ground, and be the sharper fighter. But like I said, that could be all wrong. Might be was a pay to one.
I mean, I know. I feel like I know how Zepeda coming. He trying to press to the issue and probably get his ass up out of there because it was already a tough time the first time, so he probably don't want to
Yeah,
play with him this time.
no cap. And think about Kevin, Tevin Farmer, he rely on head movement a lot.
Yeah,
So sometimes, like, he really be moving his head and, like, he be getting touched. Mind you, not in landing clean or not in landing too significant, but because he using his head movement so much for defense, they still counting them little touching shots. So you got little shit like that. I think he need to be trying to, like, either slip it or catch it a little bit more. Need to be trying to catch and shoot a little bit more in that fight, not just trying to, like, just make him slip a punch. Like, actually try to catch and shoot right back. You see that you could hurt him. Uh, his durability, I don't know where it's at, but like I said, I would just step to him a little bit more. Still boxing, but definitely try to step to him.
yeah. No, you just gonna have to make the judges. You know what I mean? Fucking fuck. God.
Right, yeah. You gonna have to step to him.
No, that boy. Yeah, he gonna have to make the judges like yeah, like you said, like you can't just. I don't know, man. He gonna have to really control the ring in that bitch. Just really control
Yeah.
the fight.
You gotta let his hands go a little bit on the inside. Like I said, he could do it. Like I said, pay the defense is not that. So like I said, if you just trust being in the pocket, like I said, not trying to make him miss on everything, trying to make him trying to catch the shots so you can return fire, little shit like that. Not giving up as much ground, not fighting off your back foot as much. You feel me? The moments where he coming towards you, plant your feet at times, like I said, you still gonna have to box, but you ain't gotta, like I said, you ain't gotta fight off your back foot the whole time. You can have moments where you push him forward, where you fighting on your front foot. So like things like that.
Yeah. No, that boy. Tevin, man, he be looking good. Like you said, his defense so it be so slick, man. He rely on it a lot, but I don't know. I like this fight again. You know, I'm picking Tevin to get the win, man. I hope he, get this win. This win get him in position for probably a title, probably shit.
Yeah. Definitely. You gotta give him a type of shot. I think definitely Tink or Shakur or Keyshawn are definitely getting there with him.
Hmm. I heard him and Shakur talking about it actually, or they said something about it.
Mhm. I mean that'd definitely be a good little scrap. Good little scrap. We just gotta see it. We just gotta see what happens. Like I said, the closest card you got top rank. Uh Brian Norman said, after he get the dub, he definitely willing to unify with Jerron Boots and his, so hopefully they both could look spectacular in they fights coming up so we can get a unification fight.
Yep, we got Brian Norman coming up first, man. He got to perform now.
We're gonna
He
see. We're
got to
gonna see.
perform. I wonder, like, is a dude? I know we looked his record up. I can't remember though. If he a puncher or he just like.
Yeah, 27 1-1 with 19 knockouts. So he got a good record. 27 wins, one loss, one draw, 19 KOs. So he expect this win. I would like to think so. We've been in the ring 29 times, came out victorious 27. So
He ain't looking to lose, man.
yeah, and only lost once. So one of them
Right.
was a draw. So
And did he
we're
get
gonna see.
knocked out in this loss? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I don't know that one. That probably would be good to know though. But
I'm about to say, yeah, that probably make a difference because shit, he probably think he got robbed if he didn't get knocked out. I know he think he got robbed. He didn't get knocked
especially the amateurs, how the amateurs be, bro. Talking about some, they don't never think they lose.
no cap. They don't
Bro
never.
said they either won or they got robbed. That's funny as shit.
Duh, that shit was hilarious. I'm like, bro, that's true as hell. I told you, Marcos, the dude we interviewed, bro. Every time he fight, bro, he lose. You like, bro, they fucking robbed me, bro. I'm like, oh, I'm like, that shit is hilarious, dude.
No, no bullshit. Especially if it's 50-50.
No, real shit. And a lot of the fights he could, like you said, remember he said he fight a lot of good people. So a lot of the fights do be like they on the same level or they might be a little better or something like that, whatever the case may be. So he probably really be like, man, they ride me, bro. We on the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. You gotta go to politics, bro. That's how I be. If you were known to me and it's 50-50, and I
Yeah.
will win, I would think I got robbed. I would definitely think the politics helped you. Just like how they did Elijah Garcia the other day. He
Man, did
made
you rewatch that?
no. I seen like highlights, longer highlight film, and like I said, Elijah Garcia, he made the fight competitive enough for the politics to do his job. Like he did win like 4 rounds, but most people thought Gashay won like 6 rounds plus the knockdown. So you supposed to win by 2 points off the 6 rounds, then plus the knockdown. That's really supposed to put it to like 3-4 point win.
Man,
So for you to come back and lose by split decision, was it split decision?
yeah. No, it was, bro. I think it was you, bro.
Majority draw. I mean majority decision.
Let me look it up, man.
No way it was a unanimous draw.
It's
Because majority decision, I think that means one draw and two wins are on the same person.
yeah, it was a split. It was a split.
Yeah, I was about to say the politics was really wild.
Yeah, it
They
was
go
a
unanimous.
split. they
And
was tripping. They on there cheating over there.
he should have won though, man. Because like I said, because now even though you put on a good fight at Terrell Gausha, now because you still got the loss, like you probably still gonna be used to fight another guy, another young guy to see as a stepping stone. Just because where you would have got a bigger opportunity if you would have got the win.
Hmm.
So it's like now since you still got the loss, now they like, all right, we just gonna put you in there with another young guy, and hopefully you can make the most of this opportunity. Because so that's the only bad thing for the what's the name about the loss is with the win you probably didn't because he probably like say he fought for a title like 3-4 times. So who knows? He for real could have found his way to another title shot. But with the loss, 9 times out of 10, probably gonna have to fight another young up and coming guy that you probably gonna be a slight underdog in that you're gonna have to pull off an upset and show up like how you just did Elijah Garcia again. I said they're gonna give you another opportunity, but another opportunity with you, like I said, with a young guy.
That yeah, like you said, probably gonna be another killer in there.
Yeah, another guy that you expected to lose, but you can't beat. But like Elijah Garcia, he was expected to win, but like it's gonna be like that type of matchup where you're gonna be the underdog against another up and coming guy.
Man, that shit was crazy. When I told you Elijah Garcia won, nigga, both our faces was like, and we ain't even see the damn fight. We just seen
It
bits and
was
pieces. I'm like, hold on.
no, that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah,
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Keith Thurman, I definitely would take a Elijah Garcia fight.
at 60.
Oh no, he at 60. I'm
Yeah,
tripping.
he at
My
60.
fault.
I'm
My
like, I'm
fault.
like, I was
No,
thinking like
I'm
at
thinking it's
60.
54. But the reason I thought it was 54 because I'm thinking of Terrell Gausha.
Yeah, he fought. What's his name? Yeah.
Yeah, he a natural. His best work is at 54. He just fighting at 60 now for the opportunities. But yeah, if I'm yeah, so he probably should have lost. But like I said, it do look like from the highlights at least that he made it at least look competitive enough for them to do their job. Because you do
Hmm.
gotta look competitive enough for the politics to do their job. Gotta
Right.
make it at least a little. You know what I mean? Can't just
No,
go out there and get blown out the water.
you see how they
Like,
did Oshaki. They did him bold that first time though.
yeah.
That
The
was a
more I
blown
look
out
at
the
it though,
water though. That was like
it's like it makes sense though, because like neither one of y'all is money people. Like we really don't give a fuck about either one of y'all. So it's like before then I think about it, I'm like, yo, like Shaq was the champion, but I'm like, if you Shaq not a guy that like top rank really think about for a long term plan. Like they're really not moving you like you the guy they pushing. I'm like same with the other guy. Like y'all both good fighters. Y'all damn near both looked at as overachievers almost a little bit. Well, other Rob can say, yeah, you're a gold medalist, so you could probably be looked at as an underachiever. But y'all both looked at as good fighters, but nobody think y'all pound for pound type of level fighters. But the politics really was on whoever side the judges decided they wanted to be on in that fight because it wasn't no clear cut like money guy in that fight.
Right, he's just a champion basically. Yeah. But y'all on the
Yeah,
same side of the street. Y'all both top ranked, so it's like,
yeah.
yeah,
Like I said, y'all, yeah, and like I said, there's no clear cut ASAP guy. Like we don't look at neither one of y'all as a money guy, like a guy that we got to protect y'all future or top rank or fire us. We make the wrong decision. Like yeah, like I said, politics on that fight, you could decide whoever you felt was bigger.
yeah. I mean, I guess you could argue Shockey only because he had the belt, but still, to your point though, still not a money guy, even with the belt. Uh,
And Rod fought Shakur and not Rete, so he might be
yeah,
boxing fans might have seen his face more.
that's true. Cause yeah,
So
Shockey ain't really fought nobody here.
so yeah, like now he getting seen. He fought that one fight on Showtime, the boy Ray Vargas. Uh,
Oh, okay, yeah. He
but
fought Ray
that
Vargas.
I believe so. So
Was that recent?
no, that's when he
Oh, you said Showtime, yeah. Cause
that's when he
Ray,
got
the
the
one that
upset.
got
He
the
got an
belt right
upset.
now.
Yeah, he got an upset to win that belt, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Cause Ray Vargas, he the champion right now. I thought.
Yeah. He's the champ at 26. But remember, he went up to fight Shock for a vacant 130-pound belt
Oh, okay, okay.
on Showtime. I'm about to double check it though.
I was about to say, I don't know. He probably right. I don't know shit. I don't be.
Because I know Shock was the under. Nobody knew him going into his first real title fight, so he was the
Yeah,
underdog. Yeah, he fought Ray Vargas on February 23
mm-hmm.
for the WBC Super Featherweight vacant belt. Mind you, Ray Vargas was already a champion, so when he lost, that's why he's still champ because he went up.
Right.
So it's like Lamont Roach. If Lamont Roach would have
Yeah.
lost, he would have still been able to go back down defend his belt.
Right.
So that's what that was. He just went on. He was the favorite in that fight. Ray Vargas went into that fight 36-0. He gave him his first loss. He was a 4-1 favorite. So, yep,
Ray Parker's like, I'm gonna just go my ass right back down, man.
yeah, yep. So, we ain't gonna count the Rod Conseguia loss. So he ain't really lose to win because I ain't counting that one. Fuck all that.
That was crazy.
And where the date at? Ain't got no date. They got the date. They ain't got I need the year. Trying to see when his last loss was, where he went on a nice little run.
Who?
With Shockey.
Shockey Frost.
But yeah, they ain't got the
It's almost about time for him to do something too.
no effects.
Him and Raymond Ford been talking crazy for a long time. Shit.
Yeah, I know that's the fight, but
Ray about to fight now.
I'm not even sure because if you Raymond Ford, I don't even know who he fighting because they both you gonna have to work with top rank. You gonna have to basically do what you did your first world title fight. You gonna have to fight a top rank because he fought a top rank fighter. That guy was a top rank fighter. He fought him on top rank. And he was the underdog. So he probably gonna do that all over again. Probably gonna have to go to top rank as the underdog against Navarrete Terror Shot because 9 times 10 he probably going as the underdog against both guys. Really not Rate. Shock, I wouldn't be surprised if he came in as the favorite. Just because people might see Raymond Ford as a little younger, more promising, have a higher ceiling. So I wouldn't be surprised. But definitely he gonna go into the Navarrete fight as the underdog. So he gonna have to do what he did all over again. Got to go to top rank and take their belt from him. Cause
Like he
who else
did the
got the
Russian
belt?
dude.
Yeah, who else got the belt? You got the 130. You got
Shock, Navarrete,
Lamont Roach might vacate.
Lamont Roach,
Uh,
yeah.
that's your best shot.
30-30.
That's three. You got Shock, Roach, Navarrete.
Navarrete. Is that it? Did the bacon out there or something?
Uh, I don't think so. Nobody got two. Nobody got two belts, do they? Did somebody got two belts?
I don't think so.
And that means we missing a champ. Damn, who the fuck else?
All right, look it up.
Oh, Angelo. No, he
March
26. I'm tripping.
26. Now
He
I gotta look it
26.
up. March 6. Hold on. I'm on ring right now. I'm back for it. Um, so the Kakache dude, the dude that beat what's his name?
Joe Cordina.
Yeah.
All right, who he signed with? Because Eddie actually got good connection with people from overseas fighters. If he
That
signed if he signed to like Eddie, if he signed to the zone or Matchroom or something like that, Raymond Ford could definitely get that fight. Eddie gonna make a way. That's if he. I'm assuming, like I said, he an overseas fighter, so I'm assuming he at least with Matchroom.
I mean I heard something like a while back that said he might vacate that motherfucker to try to get it. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, even if he do, like I said, Raymond Ford definitely gonna
Mm-hmm.
either fight though. Raymond Ford, Navarrete, Raymond Ford, Oshaki. I think the Navarrete fight be a little bit better than I just think it'd be more entertaining.
He got the motherfucking this I got this Japanese dude ranked number one at 130, but he ain't even got no belt.
They be. They got Fundora ranked like fifth in his own weight class.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
Cause I don't know now because Majidov's lost, but before you had they put Majidov, Virgil Ortiz, Terrence Bud Crawford, and Bakram ahead of him. Like I said, that was when Majidov had that win. I mean, had that loss against Bud. He might have dropped, so he probably be in the top four now. And he just won, so he could damn near be top three.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Oh yeah, and Bud just told him he left. So yeah, he definitely fucking around be one now. So all that shit just happened.
Man, they
He
got
just won. Majidov just lost, and Bud Crawford went up. That nigga fuck around be one now.
man. Well, yeah, they must have didn't update it then because they got him ranked number 10 right now.
Damn,
So they just must not be updated because
that's
Madrimal's
even
still up there.
that's crazy work right there.
This can't be updated.
That's crazy, big.
They got Xander Zayas in front of him. Keith Thurman. They
Keith
got
Thurman.
Keith Thurman at number 6, bro, on BoxRec 154 list. Charles Conwell, Jesus Ramos, and then Sebastian Fundora, number 10.
Yeah, they wild. They wild. Like I said, you know what's crazy too? I'm glad that we talking about Fundora being ranked that low. Cause Sean Zattel said it. He said he got two belts. He said, but he somehow to the boxing fans is kind of like still fighting to prove himself in that weight class. And it's crazy, mind you, he went more depth into it. But as he was going into it, I'm like, yo, that was real shit though. Like Fundora,
It's
we
already
seen him.
proven.
He basically did the thing that remember when I said, yo, would you pick Xander to beat the winner of that fight? And you said I want to pick him to beat Fundora. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. You want to pick him to beat Fundora, but if the nigga you just watched beat Fundora, you want to pick Xander to you want to pick him to beat Xander, even though you just said you want to pick him to beat Fundora, and he beat Fundora. That's kind of what Fundora just landed into. He beat a guy who we didn't think he was going to beat. So most boxing fans still like, even though you upsetted him, we still don't pick you against this guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy. And it's kind of like I said, what you did with Booker and Fundora, where he was like, I picked Xander against Booker, but not Fundora. And I'm like, damn, but if Booker would have won, he would beat Fundora. So that means he can beat Xander. And it's like we just don't look at it like that. So that's where Fundora got stuck into. He beat a guy who we thought you was gonna lose to, and because you beat him, we don't give a fuck. We still like, no, you went the people who we think you wouldn't beat before, we still don't think you would beat them after getting an upset. Even some guys who we think Tim Zoo would have been able to beat. We seen you beat Tim Tszyu, but we still don't think you could beat the guys that we would have picked Tim Tszyu to beat before this fight. And I think that's where he stuck into,
No, I
where he got the
mean,
upset, and people's just like, I'm still not sold. I still, like I said, I still don't think that you would beat the guys that we picked Tim Tszyu would beat going into this fight. We thought he would beat you,
no, I mean,
and
yeah, they
that's what it
got.
sound like.
I mean, yeah, they got all the motherfucking dudes at 35. He number yeah, I mean not 35, but 54. Background number 2, Virgil 3, Xander Zayas is 4, Bohachuk 5, Keith Thurman 6, Madrimov 7, Conwell, Ramos, Fundora.
Dang. That's a crazy 10 though. That's all good ass fighters
No,
though.
that's all heat. That weight
I
class
will
is
say that though. That's a crazy ass 10 you just said though. I ain't
that
gonna
whole
lie.
yeah, that whole 10 is heat. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a you could match that 10 up in any way. That shit gonna
And
be
that
heat.
shit fire.
You can go 1 through 10, 2 to 9. That shit gonna be heat. However you
Either
want to
either
do it.
one. You can put the number 2 fighter against number 10 Fundora at a bang and
Word.
just work your
Like
way up. It don't even matter. All
you could
them
just that's a joint. You could just like I said, 1 through 10, pick two numbers out. Whoever number you pick, you could throw 3 and 7 in there. However you want to do it. That shit
man
gonna be lit.
3 and 7. That's Virgil and with Madrimov. They already did
Oh damn.
that.
That's crazy. Fuck it. Give me 5 and 10.
Bohachuk Fundora. That's
Let me
another
get that.
banger. That's a banger.
Give me 1 and 8.
They got Buzz still number 1 though.
All right, I take that. Who 8?
Charles Conwell.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
I like
Not,
Conwell though. I do
yeah, I
like
like
Conwell.
him. I like him, but I ain't gonna lie. He might be the only person I don't want. And Xander, I won't want that shit neither.
No, hell.
Everybody else though, Boba Chuck, Majidor, Fondor, uh, yeah, anybody else, Bakaram, I'll take all of them except for like I said, Xander and Conwell versus Bud. But even Conwell, the truth though, I think that's a fight where like I said, Xander should be looking at the top guys. I think he need to be looking at the Charles Conwells, the Erickson Lubins of the world. I think he overreaching by trying to skip that step and go straight to the champions. If I'm top ranked, I want to see him beat like I said, the winner of the Lubin and the guy from Detroit that's about to fight. Or you gotta beat a Charles Conwell. Like I said, you gotta be the top guy. Even the Terrell Gachet, bro. Even the Terrell Gachet, tell Terrell Gachet you got some money for him to fight at his natural weight class. Like you got to beat. I feel like he overreaching, trying to skip to the Fundors and box. Because if you beat Fundora, like you ain't no going back down. Now it's
No, that's
Bakaram. Now it's
yeah.
Virgil. Ain't no going back down. That's why they try not to move you too fast, and that's why even when we like, damn, he'll beat him right now. The reason they don't get the fight right now and their team don't push it right now because he understand what comes after. Like, yeah, Abdullah a punch on Baranchek right now, but you're not gonna give him to him right now because then that's the level we gotta stay at. That means we gotta go right into the Shakurs, the Tinks. That's the level we at. Edwin De Los Santos, the Frank Martins. There's no more development because you can't be in development fights after you world champion now. So
Hell
it's like
no.
that's the reason why, like I said, even when you might think a guy could beat a guy, he don't get the shot yet just because they know it's only up from there. So if he not the truth, even if he get this one, it could go bad. So if I'm Xander, like I said, you need to tell top rank, give me a Terrell Gachet, a Erickson Lubin, a Charles Conwell, somebody, and let me you mean. You beat one of them guys convincingly, I fuck around pick
No,
you to
you get a
win.
shot. Yeah, get a shot.
Fuck around pick you to beat. If you could beat Conwell, especially Conwell, that was out of Lubin Conwell and with a Lubin winner, Conwell and Terrell Gachet, I think the Conwell fight be the most difficult to. So if he could beat that fight convincingly, I damn near might pick you to win against Fundora. But he's skipping a high level contender stage.
Xander. He said he done with that shit. He said he went. He said he felt like he went through that shit already with the
Yeah.
people he fought.
Oh, he did, but like not the people. They not like the only one good person.
They ain't getting you ready for no chip like with the guys that's
Yeah,
got the
like
chips. Yeah,
your best win is a guy who you beat the guy who the only person to beat Carlos Adames to this day. That's probably your best drawing right there. Uh, that's it though. Cause you know Carlos Adames got one loss. Xander beat the
Mm-hmm.
nigga who beat him. So that's a win. But it's like that's not good enough. Like forget a Baccarat and Virgil on them. I don't know if you could beat the Erickson Rubens or Charles Conwells of the world. I don't know if you could beat them. You gotta at least get past them. You fought old people that probably used to be the Erickson Rubens and Charles Conwells of the world maybe 5, 10 years ago, but like they not that no more. That's a big gap. And like I said, he a guy that you could really make a star. So you want to play your cards right with him if you top rank.
Just
Yeah, like
wait
I
on it.
said, yeah, that's what I would do honestly. But they might feel like Fundora is the beatable. They might feel like he is the nigga we waited on. That's what I mean by he falling that John where he beat the person he wasn't supposed to beat, and that don't make like for instance, if Lamont Roach would have beat Tank, would you would have picked him to beat Shakur Stevenson?
No,
That's what I mean. So it's like we still wouldn't have been sold. It's like the best and the best is
hell no.
still out there. So it's like we still wouldn't have been sold, and that's where Fundora in. He had the stage where even niggas we would have said Tim Du would have punched on, like even if we would have picked him against a Virgil or somebody, it's like no, we still not picking you to beat them guys or compete with them guys, even though you beat the person who we think would at least would have been in good fights with him.
No, that's real shit though. Cause I'm definitely going to put my guy Rose to be Shakur. He probably can make it decent though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
After
that's a
seeing that, I'd be like, that's a good fight.
yeah, I like the Keyshawn and Roach fight a little better. Uh just cause I seen like Roach would not give up as much ground and Keyshawn a mean fighter. So that'll fighter break out in that fight, I believe. Shakur might, bro. Shakur got a 20-1 plus. Well, that shit is the craziest stat I ever seen. That
Nigga,
shit is
don't get
crazy,
hit, bro.
bro. 20-1, bro. That mean that nigga, man. That mean all his punch stats combined. That nigga hit you 20 times. One to every one time you hit this nigga, bro.
So,
That's a crazy stat. Now, mind you, I know that stat comes from like your first 10 fights where niggas really, really, really couldn't touch you.
yeah,
So, because mind you, that's combined everything. So that's even doing the prospect when you was getting gimme fights. So I know obviously if you was to do the last 5 fights, it wouldn't be no 20-1. But even the fact that you even combine the gimme fights 20-1, that's a crazy, absurd stat. Even if you fight bums, bro, it's gonna be hard to hit him 20 times to every one, bro. Even if every fight a bum, it's gonna be hard to hit him. You might go 15 and I hit me twice. Still cooking him, but I can't go 20. That's too much. That's crazy. That's a crazy stat right there.
nigga, defense is crazy, and then he just light you up off the D.
Where David Benavidez, they had the top 10. I know Bivar was up there, Shakur was up there, David Benavidez was up there, Tank was up there, Bud Crawford was up there. Which one I think it was. I'm missing the other people, but I know them five was up there. There was another five elite fighters that was up there. But that stat is crazy though. 20-1 is out of pocket.
No, that nigga crazy, man. That nigga, he just make that shit look so easy, dog. And that shit is hard as fuck.
Like
That shit is hard, man.
that's out of pocket. Like that don't even sound real.
Hell no. I'm like, man, that mean he gotta be lighting motherfuckers up. Well,
Yeah,
we
like I
know
said,
what we want
that
to
go
do,
for the
but that's what I'm about to say. They gotta be
they
the
count
ones
everything. Yeah, they
when he was
count
actually
everything.
really punching on motherfuckers for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they count everything. Cause like I said, he make high level fighters land like 1 out of every 5 shots. So imagine the fucking D level, F level fighters. You get your first 5 fights, like they fuck around going 10-1, like landing 1 out of every 10. Cause you could
man.
make it if you could make an Edwin De Los Santos land 1 out of every 5. You a nigga that explosive, a Valdez, like people on that level. Imagine when you see these guys who local fighters for real, local B side fighters too at that. Like so, it's like you definitely gonna do your thing.
Oh
Like,
man, he probably. Well, I mean, I seen them bitches. I seen him fight some early fights. I know what he
yeah,
did to motherfuckers. Shit.
yeah, facts.
He definitely was like motherfuckers up. That's what I need him to get back to, man. Is letting them hands go,
Yeah, facts, facts, facts. Getting busy out here. Even
making niggas just make them pay.
cause like I said, he's sharp. That shit pinpoint accuracy when you throw them Jones. Everything place, pinpoint accuracy, right? I think like I said, I think he a little bit tad bit more sharper than Tank, even just like just from the punch point A to point B, like just throwing one single shot. I think Shakur probably got this like even sharp, probably the sharpest like single shot mechanically in the game. Like that shit going like I was saying Padley with them single shots, like them joints looking beautiful.
And single shot, man. I need him. I'm tired of that shit. He gonna just cut that shit out, man. Cut that shit out, man. That single shot shit, man. He probably did that because versus Padley, because he knew he had him. He probably I can just
Yeah,
do what I want to do in here for real. Yeah.
cause he started touching. I told you his biggest thing was he do touch guys up. It's just the two guys who had the biggest firepower, you didn't
Didn't
touch
do
them
that
up,
shit.
and
Yeah.
it's okay, and it's cool. Like it's okay
It kind of
because
makes
they
sense.
didn't do their job to make you force them to do that. So that's okay. Like I don't want to talk like you still gotta go all out. Can't touch you, can't touch you. But we just looking at the simple fact that one day you're gonna fight somebody who got that heat and you not gonna make him miss every time and you gonna have to throw that heat back. Now if you Shakur, you could be like, when the day come, that's what I'm gonna do. Unfortunately, those wasn't those days. They had
Nah,
heat
real
and they
shit.
couldn't hit me with it. And when that day come, but like I said in boxing, we didn't see you do something, and like it's we not just gonna assume you're gonna do it. Even though I am gonna assume he's just gonna do it because I'm gonna just bank on the amateur background, the pedigree, and all that. I'm gonna assume when that he start coming back, he won't fold. Like I said, we don't know yet because we ain't see it yet. But like I said, one day somebody gonna have that heat, like a Edwin, like a the guy Jeremy Nakatali, whatever his name was, Nakatia, and you're gonna have to, I mean, you're gonna have to get busy.
Nigga had no choice, and that's why that nigga. That's why everybody keep talking about that tank fight too, because that's people just main concern with Shakur is they like can he get busy with a real puncher? We just ain't seen it yet.
Cause even a Keyshawn Davis fight, like even that fight, needs to start picking him
That'd be
over you
dangerous shit.
if we don't see you. You mean? Cause I think Keyshawn will get to you too. Like I don't think you would just have him going five for landing one out of every one five six shots. Like or Tank, I think they both too good. I think you could beat both of them, but I think you're gonna have to return that power on them. Not that power, but you're gonna have to let your hands go on them because they're gonna get to you in moments. Like I think they both special fighters. They both gonna get to you at certain moments.
Oh yeah, that's one of them fights here. You gotta make it this nigga respect you, even if you know you ain't got the power like that. You still gotta like bag his ass up though.
Yeah, like I said, the speed and accuracy is his power. Like that's his power. That's where his power. Like he not the most powerful, but like I said, he accurate and he's real fast. That's where his power gonna come from. The speed and accuracy. Like that's where it's at with it. So
Oh, that nigga, man. I'm interested to see. Oh shit, there's so much shit that nigga, it's like I don't know what he gonna do now. There's so much shit he can do. He can go. Is he gonna try to go the roach route? Can they possibly somehow negotiate the tank fight? What the fuck they gonna do with that nigga?
who Lamont Roach?
Shakur.
Uh, I mean, it sound like obviously you gotta wait till on Tank. That's what it's. You gotta wait on Tank. So
Basically.
waiting on him. The one thing I, the one thing I will say, Shakur, like I said, his hands getting hurt every fight. So that's another reason that if you Shakur, you probably want to make this fight happen as soon as possible.
Hell yeah.
But then a part of me actually sometimes think that the longer the fight go, the better chance Shakur got. To me, at least, just cause the longer the fight happen, the more the chance of him having that fight where somebody forcing him to let his hands go and they got that heat. basically he had the experience before the Tank fight. Cause now technically, if he go into the Tank fight, he technically never experienced that in the pros. And nobody cut the ring off and force you to really let your hand while they had like while they had real firepower and they you just couldn't get away from it. You had to fight them off. That really ain't happened yet. So that's why I said the longer the fight go, I think the better the chances. Just because it's a better chance at that day coming and it not be Tank, and then you know how
Mm,
to deal with it because you got the experience now. Other than your first time happening, it is Tank on the other side,
that nigga better get some good
which is
sparring
cool
in.
too. Which is cool too. Like I think he good enough to even if the first time happening Tank, I'm still gonna pick him to win. But yeah, you definitely gotta get that. Yo, you know it's crazy. Why Bud posted that sparring versus that boy we watched on Pro Box. That's exactly who he been sparring.
Or the
He
lesser
just
dude.
put he just posted that shit. I said, yo, that's funny as shit. Me and bro were just saying you better be getting in that ring with that nigga again already.
Man, just
I
takes
ain't gonna
you
lie, bro.
catch a couple of his shots. You get ready.
If he your main sparring partner for the whole another fight, that's a good joke. Cause and another thing, he remind me of Canelo where he not throwing too many shots. Like he aggressive, obviously trying to knock you out, obviously. But he try and place him, and he got a nice high guard, and he depend on timing. He don't depend on throwing throwaway shots. He depend on timing and hitting you clean, and that's exactly how Canelo come. He got a nice high guard, and he depend on timing you with his power. Obviously, not a master counter puncher like Canelo, but it's a nice kind of style to get ready for Canelo.
Hell
You got a
yeah.
guy who, like Canelo, he gonna keep the same 40 to 50 round pace, and you know he trying to time you to land big shit. He not really throwing no pity pat Jones. He trying to land some hot shit in between your punches.
Hell yeah. So shit.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good. But if you Canelo, who should you be sparring?
shit. Dang.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't mind bringing Lara in the cabinet if he didn't mind.
For the feet.
Yeah, because you gotta assume Bud gonna try to use his feet on you. You gotta
Yeah.
assume that he going up to 168. You gotta assume he gonna definitely try to dance on you out there. Uh
I definitely try to get a
Lara
motherfucker
don't
that
move
can
as much
move.
no more though. He
I was about to
actually
say
sit
Larry just a
down.
little old. I definitely try to get
Yeah.
somebody that can move a little bit.
Uh even to be oh no, never mind, I lied. They in the same camp. I'm tripping.
Who?
I was gonna say even Troy Isley a good boxer who
Oh
plays shots, who
yeah. No, he
use
in
his
Bud
feet.
little
But I'm like, he
shit.
ain't but real
Yeah.
rat. I'm tripping. Uh I ain't gonna lie, like I said, the Lara joint is good. Honestly, my boy Boots from Canelo, it's not too many people who just invite Boots in their camp and not die. He one of them. You can invite him to your camp. You gonna be cool. You're a special fighter with a granite chin. That shit gonna still be hot though. Boots gonna show you some shit, but I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Canelo, I like Lara and Boots because, like I said, you gotta assume that he gonna be twitchy in there. He a master counter puncher. You're a master counter puncher, but Bud is also a master counter puncher. So you gotta assume that he gonna be banking on his timing. He gonna be punching in between your shots. You need somebody with a nice jab. You gotta assume his arms longer than you. He gonna be trying to hit you with a nice clean jab, trying to keep you behind. So like I said, you need a nice boxer puncher. And Lara and Boots, they as good as it get. And honestly, you can get both because Bud a little older, so you can get Lara because he a little older of a boxer puncher. Then we get the guy just in case Bud won't be in there doing some extra fasty, twitchy shit because he think he's smaller than me. We could do the boots, or then like I said, if he go in there and want to fight a little more mature, that's what we got Lara for.
No, yeah, no. Boots would be fire. I don't think he gonna do it, but that would be
Yeah.
fired. He might
No,
though.
he
He.
wouldn't. I
I
think
mean,
Boost
no,
would say
and
yes. It's just up to Canelo to send the invite. Boost would say definitely say yes to me,
he
in
might
my
just be
opinion.
like, only thing really, the only thing with that he could be like, man, he fighting at 47. How the fuck that's going? But you coming, you got a small guy though
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
coming
You
up.
don't have to fight. You don't have to fight no big nigga. You're not fighting a big nigga. You fight a nigga who fought this damn this before the 54 fights at
Yeah.
47. He started at 35. Fuck that 47 shit. You find a nigga who turned pro at 135 pounds. So it don't even matter about how big he is for real. You just need the skills because you gotta assume that if you punch this man and he don't go nowhere, then that's where it's at. Then it's like, okay, who better? Who going skill for skill? That's why you need that high level. Cause I think he gonna knock Bud out. I think the weight is too much, but you still got that chance of him hitting Bud clean. and Bud feeling like this is not the hardest I ever been hit. Long as that happened, he gonna be cool. If Bud get hit clean and he don't feel like that's the hardest he's ever been hit, we on, game on, we in this. So that's why you still need that skill level. Cause what if Bud don't go nowhere? He's still a great fighter, and you gotta win more rounds. You gonna need to fight that a twitchiness guy that got all the tools. Cause if he don't go nowhere, Bud gonna start pulling that shit out the bag.
That nigga, man. That boy got that Lester Martinez, like you said earlier. That's gonna be. I think that's gonna help him a lot. Actually, preparing for Canelo Big.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I would pick Lester to be the guy Canelo just beat. So I think that's a good spot. Remember, I told you, I said the winner of this fight, and now you know the winner of this fight I would pick to beat Edgar, no matter who won. Because if he would have won, that means I would have seen him beat Lester Martinez. I was like, well, that's good enough for me to think you could beat Edgar. And I think Joshan is gonna be a player because, like I said, if that fight would have went on, I was interested to see how the scorecards go because that looked at like Michaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan. You had the more eye catching shots, obviously from Lester Martinez, but you had the other guy and them low moments since he went to calculate and laying hard shots. A certain 5-10 seconds go by where he not working. That's where Josan was doing this thing, and you know what I mean. So I wanted to see how them scorecards would have looked if it would have went interest if it would have went to the decision.
No, man, no, that Lester work, man. I'm a fan of Lester. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I want to see what he about to do at 68.
Yeah,
He
I ain't
punching on
gonna
shit.
lie, he gonna be high risk, low reward.
No, yeah, fact.
Nobody gonna willingly give him. He gonna have to be the champion to get a big fight.
But it look like he got good management though. You know, well, I don't know if they managing him too. I just at least they training him, Bomac and
Yeah,
them, so they can probably, they probably could pull some strings, get him some decent fight.
or so. No, that's a good jump. But yeah, I can't wait for this Canelo Bud shit though. That's gonna be
No,
the
that's gonna
biggest
be
boxing
crazy.
atmosphere in like a minute.
No,
A
that's gonna
minute.
be crazy as hell.
I think they got a chance to surpass Ryan. I think they got a chance to do better than Tank and Ryan. They first fight.
Hell
They
yeah.
they did 1.2. I think they gonna do 1.5, anywhere from 1.5 to 1.7. I
And
just
then
think you,
the marketing gonna be so crazy. They're gonna be on every platform on earth.
yeah, you just can't deny too. That's like a fantasy make believe fight right there that they about to
Yeah,
really make happen.
that's some shit that
Like
you play on Undisputed,
no
nigga.
bullshit. Like that's some shit like Ray Leonard and Roy Jones. Like you just think about it, that them niggas really about to rumble. Like oh shit.
Damn, real facts. Oh, that shit gonna be crazy as hell. Dog.
Like
Them niggas. That boy Turkey out of sheep come through
see
with
them,
that
man.
bag.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Change niggas' lives. Change the whole everything.
Ain't no more.
Niggas was never gonna fight until Turkey out of sheep pulled up.
No, we still wouldn't have seen Bevon Better Beef still would have had all the belts.
No, real shit.
Still would have had all the belts. Cause they both
Them-
got paid 10 million. And to
Oh,
be
that was never
honest,
happening. That was never
nobody
happening.
was giving both of y'all 10 million.
That was
So
never
that shit.
happening.
Nobody feel like got big enough for both of y'all to get 10 million. At least
They would just had
the
to accept
promoter.
what. Yeah, they would just had to accept what them boys offering.
They would have had to been cool rumbling for anywhere from like 3 to 6.
Nigga got offered 10. They like, nigga, we'll do it back to
And they
back.
got pay-per-view back John. Y'all fight was never gonna be on pay-per-view if one of the promoters do it because they know we wasn't gonna pay 80 for it. And
That
because they don't
motherfucker.
do $25 Jones in America, so that shit would have been $60. They knew we wasn't gonna pay 60, so that'd have been for free. So it wouldn't have been no back pay. Yeah.
I wonder if they would have tried to do that shit pay per view. Knowing the zone as they would
Nobody
have.
know them niggas though. They from Russia. Who in America was gonna be like
I mean, the fans, just hardcore fans.
Tank and Rose did 266. So niggas gotta put that in perspective. Y'all
Them
both
niggas
not big
wouldn't
enough.
did
Y'all both
shit.
not bigger than Tank combined. So like well, y'all think y'all gonna do 300 when y'all both not big enough. Even Tank gotta give real opponents to do 300-400. He never did more than 400. So it's like even Tank need an opponent to do good numbers. So if you think you not even gonna be as big as Tank and then get another opponent that's not as big as Tank, you think you're gonna do good numbers, it's not gonna work out.
That nigga, man. That nigga. 266.
So no more, man. But
Say
we
you
about to
need
get
that
up
boy
out of
Ryan
here.
Garcia. Yeah,
No
man, we'll
cap.
be back on it, man. We had some good post fight talks the next time, so we have a lot to talk about the next boxing talk.
Yeah, I mean, no, definitely. Probably lock in either Monday or Sunday or something. Who knows?
Oh yeah, we could do like a separate little thing.
Who knows?